Welcome to intermediate lesson number 5. Last month I was browsing through my normal fishing magazine and came across a very interesting article by Neil Patterson, and it was on a sedge fly. It looked very simple to tie. I gave it a whirl. It has been very successful for me the last 2 outings, and I'd like to share it with you. So let's see what we can do. It's not too difficult to tie, but it does need a little bit of thought as you go along. The benefit of this one is I have found, and I've caught quite a lot of fish on it since I tried it, that it's good even when the trout get it all yucky and it sinks. We're going to use possum to dub the back half of the body. We're going to use this part, which is the relatively, mainly the underfur, as opposed to the dark. Going to need a fair clump. There we go. Always twist the dubbing in the same direction. Don't make the mistake of going backwards and forwards. It does take quite a lot because, as you probably will appreciate, sedges are quite big flies. Tying this one as size 8 hook. It's very small for a size 8 on this make, but you can go right down to size 14 using exactly the same system all the way through. Next material we're using, this is dapping floss, which is a form of antron. Double it up. Tight in. Now you want to make sure that you keep it on the top of the hook, right up to the eye, nice and tight. We're now going to put in another piece. Because it's a big hook, you want to need a big wing. So this next piece has a dual purpose. Not only are we going to use it for the body, but we'll end up using it for the wing as well. We're going to use one of these hackles. You can see a brown hackle. Tie it in. Thread back up to the eye. This part isn't on his pattern, but adds a little bit more buoyancy to it and bulks the thorax out. The hackle. Could say a naughty word there. Tie the hackle in nice and securely. Take off the end. Take your thread right the way back to the joint, thorax and the back end of the body. Cut off the stuff on the top. Bring this over as the wing. Tie it down securely. You want your wing to come well to the back. Pull it tight and chop it. All we do now is tie it off with the usual double half hitches. Try to bring the loop of your knot from the back so you're not interfering with the hackles. There we are. Two will suffice for that. Now what I would suggest you do at that stage is turn it upside down on the hook, flatten it out, take anything off it's projecting low. This way it looks like the legs of the fly is just trying to take off from the water. All it leaves you now to do is to give it, using Granny's hat pin. I've been reminded that Granny's hat pin has been neglected. There we are, touch the varnish on the thread. And there you have it, the sedge fly. I'm sure you will have found it very easy to tie, and now all that's left for you to do is to get down to the river bank or down to the still waters and give it a try. Grease up the wings with a little bit of muslin and throw it at them, and I'm sure those big brownies and those rainbows will be waiting for you. So give it a try. From Dave Cammiss and the team, happy fishing.